Our global soil, that rich blanket that wraps itself around the Earth, is getting thinner and less productive. Soil is this mixture of tiny particles of rock and water and dead animals and plants and billions of living organisms. But its balance has been harmed by deforestation and intensive agriculture. It's been eroded, poisoned, and blown away. The UN says that already a third of the world's soil is degraded. And that's hugely bad news for the climate.
FM4 Klimanews.
I've come to the Natur im Garten in Tulln, which is a great place to come and learn the basics about soil and how to keep it healthy. Katja Batakovic is my teacher today, and she explains why soil is so important. In English, it's sometimes called dirt, which sounds not very important, but I read something astonishing. Someone told me that soil captures more carbon, stores more carbon than all of the plants on Earth, including trees, put together. Is that right?
Ja, das ist richtig. Also der Boden ist ein ganz grandioser Kohlenstoffspeicher, weil ja im Boden viele Organismen leben und auch Pflanzen, die im Boden wurzeln, Kohlendioxid abgeben. So reichern sie den Boden mit Kohlendioxid an und je mehr Kohlendioxid da drin ist, desto besser wachsen die Pflanzen. Jedes Gewebe, das abstirbt, wie hier zum Beispiel das Laub oder Zweige oder auch Tiere, die im Boden absterben, die füllen den Boden mit Kohlenstoff an. Das heißt, er ist dann quasi ein Speicher für diesen Kohlenstoff.
Feeling a little more educated about what soil actually is and why it's so important, I went down to the Museumsquartier in Vienna to meet a man who calls himself Yogi Sadhguru. He's founded a movement called #SaveSoil, and he's travelling halfway across the world talking about the importance of soil. Now, Yogi Sadhguru, who has over 10 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, is an influencer, and he can be quite controversial because of certain things he's said about modern medicine and about the COVID pandemic. And there's been problematic stories about how his institute has acted unenvironmentally back in India. But his Save Soil movement is backed by several United Nations agencies and by Jane Goodall, the world-famous conservationist. In his campaign, Save Soil, he also quotes UN facts and figures.
Today, United Nations agencies are talking about soil extinction because very clearly responsible scientists are saying we have only agricultural soil for another 60 to 80 years.
He says the main problem is that over-reliance on artificial fertilizers.
We banished the animals from the farms, we banished all other vegetation from the farm because we just thought this magic powder called fertilizer can take care of everything. It's just like that you took 2 vitamin pills and you felt great, and then you thought you don't have to eat anymore, just took only pills. That's exactly what we have done to the soil.
In essence, healthy soil is, and I'm sorry to be so vulgar about it, but shit and stuff that's rotting.
This is the most complex, sophisticated and the largest living system in the universe. We have to first of all treat it as a living entity. This means it needs food. What is its food? Its food is organic content. Where does it come from? There are only 2 sources of organic content. There's no technology, there's no other planet which can provide this to you. The only 2 sources are vegetative matter and animal waste. These are the only 2 things.
The consequences of not restoring these sources of soil food, as Yogi Sadhguru put it, would be devastating.
By 2045, every agency is pointing out we will be producing 40% less food and our population will be well over 9 billion. That's not a world you want to live in.
The message of #SaveSoil and global experts is that we must restore 3 to 6% of the organic matter in the soil or we face disaster. But the good news is that we can do it, and we can do it quite quickly. Katja says the key first step is to start appreciating soil, appreciating its value and looking in a different way at that black gold that's below our feet.
Wir treten den Boden mit unseren Füßen, im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes. Und alles, was wir nicht sehen, das gerät uns auch schnell aus dem Blick. Und wenn wir Boden eben immer nur unter einer Grasdecke sehen oder unter einem Weg, dann wird uns so selten bewusst, was der Boden von uns braucht. Und das ist, glaube ich, der Grund, warum er oft so ein Schattendasein führt.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this Klimanews episode all about soil, and I hope it's motivated you to care more about this precious resource rather than cause you even more despair about the climate. It's been wonderful having your company. We'll see you next time.